Boom, we are recording. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2
1 2 1.
It's your boy Trey Deuce. Man, spit some lyrics, bro. Spit some lyrics.
Oh man, my pen's been retired.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, you're right. Not at all. My pen has not been retired.
I don't believe that.
Nah, man. Sometimes I just be writing. Sometimes you be writing. Like, all right, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but that's just in the tuck. Like,
yeah,
somebody will ask for something eventually.
Right about now, you are listening to the Legacy and Leadership Podcast.
Lyric are us.
Happier.
Still to be happy about.
You're up too old.
Job's not finished.
Legacy is what you leave behind. Leadership is how you are defined. Tomorrow, I don't know the sun gon' shine.
Cool.
So today, I'm trying to replenish my mind.
Legacy, leader, yeah. Legacy, leaders, yeah. Legacy, leaders, yeah.
You get a lot of people asking you, like, why are you guys doing this? Like, kind of what's the goal?
No, actually, funny enough, I haven't really got that.
Yeah, I've had a couple of people. So, like, what's the goal? Like, what are you guys trying to do? And I'm like, well, I mean, like, we're trying to share, you know.
Yeah,
but
we're doing it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, you know, obviously, like we the one of the goals is to monetize this, you know, but that takes time, and I think, you know, besides some kind of early conversations, we haven't had additional conversations about that. But I think, you know, both of us maybe have. I'm still trying to figure that piece out, you know. I think I might start focusing just with time right now on content, and not just the content for the podcast.
Yeah, but
like
other supplemental content.
Yeah, selling content and stuff like that. I definitely would like to coach, but again, with time right now, just steps. You know what I mean? But you know, I want to use this as a platform to do what we're doing. So there's more conversations like that. People getting to learn, you know, more about us and our skill set and what we do, and
yeah, I mean, not for nothing.
Attract folks.
Not for nothing. I mean, this is a bit of it's a living resume too. You know what
exactly.
I mean? But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for some folks, it's. I know it may be hard for some people to wrap their mind around the fact that, like, just us doing this and going through this process and sharing and being able to kind of scratch that creative itch, but also that teaching itch, and then just put content out there and connect with other folks and engage. Like, sometimes that's just the goal. Like, like that is the goal. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, like I'm doing exactly what we wanted to do. Now what comes of that, like, we'll see, you know what I mean? But like, you know, I remember the very first time that I picked up, like a football, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't training for college or the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, I like to play football.
The fun, the passion.
Exactly. And then you just, you know, you pursue the passion, you develop your skill set, and then over time you start to realize, oh, there's other doors that are available to me because of my skill in this area, you know? But the passion has to be the motivation, because, you know, inevitably, you know, there's going to be days where passion is the only thing that's going to keep you doing it, you know? And
keep hitting record late nights, you know, editing these audios and videos and going through all of that. Like, it's work. But I mean, for me too, and we talked about this at the beginning, it was a creative release. You know, there's things that I would like to be doing at work that I'm not able to do right now. So, like, well, screw it. Like, let me do this.
Do it this way.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's learning. Like, we're learning as we're going through this process, and you know, we're challenging ourselves to do a show. You know what I mean? So, I think all of that stuff is pretty fun. So,
for sure. Like, how do you creating content that's compelling, and you know, like, you know, again, you know, doing an hour worth of teaching and talking and sharing, and it's like, oh shit, well, I didn't even know, you when we started this, I didn't know if we had enough content to, last us an hour. Like, you know what I mean? Like an hour just, transparently, you're just like, man, an hour seems like long. Like, okay, well, let's see what happens. And then now it's like, oh, well, yeah, an hour is nothing. Like, yeah, we
kind of laughed at that though. Like, I don't know, we talk a lot, so
yeah, exactly.
But I was telling Stacey, like, and you mentioned it, like, even in that last episode too, like we went in on those 4 points, man, and gave a lot of really good tips and strategies and just, our story and our experiences and things that we've been through, when it comes to sharpening the saw. So it was good. Mm-hmm. Like, it ain't fluff. It is not fluff. Mm-hmm. And I think, the beginning part, it is what it is, but like, it was super dope how all of that just tied in perfectly, you know what I mean? And and made the kind of episode what it is, Iron Mike.
Yeah.
So
that is something
just organic.
Exactly. That is something that I wish like people had just a little bit more insight to, so they can appreciate, because like this wasn't a scripted episode where we're like, okay, we're going to use Mike Tyson as the vehicle to unpack sharpening our saw and then tie it all together. Like, literally, it's just it just organically happened, which is the case with a lot of our conversations. And I think that's also part of our teaching background, is like, you're always looking for different analogies and metaphors to be able to help other people process it. And we're always used to closing loop or tying back in whatever we're teaching. And so it's just like, it just organically happens. So, I wish people, again, had some insights to that, so they could like legit appreciate the fact that like it got wrapped up as Iron Mike, and that wasn't the intent going into it at all. That was super dope. Abort.
We're not recording yet. I was about to, I'll yell out to you guys when we're about to record.
She like all her hands and knees trying to crawl by.
Crawl there, like, you're good.
Right about now, you are listening to the Legacy and Leadership Podcast.